Good morning. It's Laura, menopausal mum here, proving you can thrive rather than just survive during peri-menopause and menopause, and here each week to bring you wellbeing topics, including things like perimenopause. And today I'm really excited because we've got Sarah Shrubsall, let's get your name right first of all, who's from Sarah Shrubsall Nutrition. And she's going to be talking to us all about nutrition in perimenopause, something that's really, really important, something we cover in my perimenopause and menopause course. It's absolutely one of the building blocks of everything, I think you'd agree, in terms of balancing hormones. And even with the stuff I do around fitness, we always say you can't really exercise out poor nutrition.
No.
You know, it's such a big part of everything. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that today in detail. Sarah's going to be sharing some of her tips around how we can bring in better perimenopausal nutrition, and also some of the challenges that women face around implementing a positive nutrition regime. So I'm beyond excited. She's also going to share where you can find it and all the amazing work she's doing. But for now, let's hand over to her. So first of all, tell us some of the challenges that we face around nutrition, because there's quite a lot and it can be quite complex. Breaking it down.
Yeah. So one of the challenges I think for most women when you're going through perimenopause is you start to have estrogen dropping, and this actually impacts a lot of our body's processes.
Yes.
So my first one really for everybody is hydration, and I go on and on about hydration.
She tells us, yes.
But yeah, it's the key thing. Our body is mainly water, so we need to be, drinking enough water throughout the day. So I would always suggest starting with water in the morning, a large glass of water. And then, we fasted overnight. So when we wake up, we're slightly dehydrated anyway. So having some water then, is really good. And also our body overnight has, it's rested, it's digested, it's, done all its repairing, and it's wanting to get rid of all of the rubbish and all of the toxins. So by drinking your water first thing, you actually, enable the system to carry on and get rid of all the rubbish.
Amazing. And you mentioned about quantities, didn't you? We were having a bit of discussion about this.
Yeah.
Sometimes people I've done this in the past, I've overloaded my body with water. Yeah. But there are some guidelines on it, but it's not the same.
Are. Yeah. So basically, you hear everywhere, you need your 2 litres of water every day. And that is a good starting point, but everybody is different. And I would always go with looking at the colour of your urine, and if it's a nice pale straw colour, then you are hydrated. The darker that it gets, then the more dehydrated you are. So always, look at take a moment just to think about your body and take notice of what is happening with it, and what you're getting rid of as well.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Totally.
That's one of the easiest ways. And then just your fruit teas, warm water, cold water. Another one I really like is coconut water.
Yes.
It also has some electrolytes in it, so definitely in summer, if you can drink, if you like the taste of it, then that's
super hydrating.
Amazing. Definitely, hydration is
one of the top ones. Okay, and what about some of the other areas then that you find women struggle with, or the impact around this time?
Yeah, again with the estrogen dropping, it has an effect on your blood sugar.
Yes.
So you end up with this bit of a roller coaster. So you start with some higher sugar maybe foods. You then have a bit of a crash later, and before you've eaten, your body is pumping out cortisol because it's trying to get energy to your body. So you end up on this roller coaster going up and down.
It's hard, isn't it?
So it's hard, yeah. And our body's like rhythm. So I would always say, try and eat regularly, whatever your pattern is. Everybody has a different pattern. Some people 3 meals a day, some at 2. Some do a bit of an extra fast or a restricted eating. But stick to what is good for you.
Yes.
And do just get into that rhythm. And I would always say protein and fibre with each meal just helps stabilise you.
Definitely.
But again, it's just listening to your body, actually trying to, do what suits you, because that we're bombarded at the moment with so much information, and you've really got to find what suits your body and your lifestyle as well.
Definitely, I totally agree with that, and I think both of us do that, don't we? Work individually with women. I think it's complex. You need often different an exercise approach, a different eating approach, like you say. Not every thing fits every individual woman, which is why it's important. And also it's the minefield, isn't it? So like you say, starting with the basics like protein and fibre that fill you up, set that good foundation, don't they? Brilliant. Were there any other areas that you wanted to cover? So we've talked about stress, we've talked about hydration.
I think just actually the what you're eating. It's very easy to get into a routine. I mean, and I do it as well. I get stuck and I eat the same things, we're sort of on a rotation, especially in the winter. I think, we want comforting food and kind of go for the same sort of thing. So what I would suggest is that, you've probably heard the word eat the rainbow, which really just means, you're eating every different, or as many different vegetables, salads, as you can, because you just increase your nutrient intake, so you increase your minerals and your vitamins, and that's the the best way to do it. So some of the main things, I think, like magnesium. Is really important for menopausal women. It's used in hundreds of processes in the body. It's to do with brain health, and obviously you've probably all heard of it for relaxation. It's a very good one to have magnesium, before bed, because it can help you relax and sleep. Good for muscle cramps and things like that. I mean, that's what you
first the salt bath.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely, really useful. Because we do become a little bit deficient. I know your philosophy is very much food first, isn't it?
Definitely. But there's nothing wrong with having, even if you don't have a bath with Epsom salts, actually, just putting your feet in a bowl of water with Epsom salts, if you've exercised, and just massage your legs with the water that's in there. And then so foods that are rich in magnesium, you've got all of your vegetables, surprisingly, it's in everything. And then you've got your flax seeds and your chia seeds, some of the nuts that are good, and just again getting this variety. So we'll talk about flax seeds because they are a brilliant one for perimenopause. They're a phytoestrogen, so they help modulate what your body's processes that work with estrogen. Flax seeds, grind them up. You can buy them ground. I would put them in the fridge if you bought them ground.
That's a good point.
Keeps them
in the fridge.
Keeps them fresher, longer. And just sprinkle them on everything. I have them on yogurt. I put them over a salad, in a smoothie. They're really
so quick, easy. Not complex in terms of getting the nutrition in.
So magnesium's another a good one. What else should we talk about? How about the omega-3s?
Oh, the omega-3s are a big one, aren't they? Brain health, inflammation.
Definitely. For all your muscle aches, and joints and everything like that. So again, you can get that from your flax seeds, your chia seeds. You can also, if you eat fish, then salmon and sardines are a really good one. And then, the healthy oils. So you've got your extra virgin olive oil and avocados are really good. And tofu, soybeans as well. So definitely, ones to try and incorporate into your diet regularly.
Amazing. Gosh, we have covered a lot there, haven't we? So if we just summarise, we talked about hydration, really important. I know that's a big thing as well when you're working out. You might need to do a bit more. We've also talked about the impact of stress and how it impacts on your hormones.